Hello and welcome to Grind My Gears Greyhound Style, brought to you in association with Delwood Greyhounds and Get Home Greyhounds, the very best of British breeding. Now, when I do Grind My Gears, it's my opinion. It doesn't necessarily represent the opinion of the kennels or anything like that. I just want to point it out. And again, when I do a show, it's just my opinion. I'm not stating it's not a fact. I'm not stating that this is definitely the way it is or anything like that. It's just my personal opinion. Well, I'm Mick Livesey, and what's been mostly grinding my gears this week is Great Exploitations and its band of merry men and women. The name says it all, Great Exploitations. That is exactly what it is, a great exploitation. Run by the Queen of Exploiters, Trudy Loudmouth Baker, who is not so ably assisted by Brian, so many different names, Leach. They claim to speak for the public, but when you look into it, oh my god, it becomes comical. They have around 100 members and only about 6 active members. Another member is Susan Ain. This gets even better. She is actively involved in the horse world. Now I have no problem with that, in fact it's fantastic. But what happens to the horses that don't make the grade? Greyhound racing is behind the horse world in everything except probably the most important issue of all, and that is welfare. There's far more greyhounds that finish racing that are rehomed than there are horses. So it's bizarre this strange lady is such a mouthpiece against the brilliant sport of greyhound racing. This Great Exploitations reminds me of a commune, with spiritual leader Trudy Baker trained to brainwash her unsuspecting disciples and innocent members of the public. She makes big claims, but sorry love, you're small fry. I've held bigger parties attended by more people than you have members. They rehome an ex-racer and all of a sudden think they are crusaders. They use the term rescue a lot. What, was the ground in a burning building? Did you rush in fighting against the smoke and the flames to save this noble hound? Not likely. More likely you wanted a pet, and greyhounds do make wonderful pets. And you were lucky enough to be able to get one. No heroics, no fuss, you just picked them up from the kennels. You didn't rescue them, you just took them home. Let's look at the care these members give the dogs. A very sad and worrying thread on their forum highlights the very question, do these people have a clue? On this thread, let's look what Calf posts. One of our greyhounds nearly died last year after a fight with a cat. The cat came off better, as one grey had a rip to his ears that bled so badly he nearly died. Calf obviously not learning her lesson. If you carry on reading the rest of the post, she posts, he also managed to grab another cat a few weeks later and ended up with a necklace of cat claws which we had to pick out of his neck. Calf is sadly not alone. Katharina boasts, 2 of my dogs have been seriously wounded by cats, one almost losing an eye. Bluebell gets in on the act. My first greyhound, Nicky, got hold of a cat halfway up a tree. The cat got the brunt of it. Sorry to say the cat did not survive. My first greyhound and her swift strike. Now is it just me, or are they, you know what? So they're going around, they're not taking proper care of the dogs, they're going around killing cats. You know, and then making light of it, a swift strike. And these people are supposed to be animal lovers. Then we move on to the best of all, Brian Leach, a bitter and twisted man. He bombards people with abuse, but does it under various names to make it look like more people. He was found out and outed and turned very nasty indeed. I could stay off the forums, stop this Grind My Gears and the Irish preview, change my email ID and my phone numbers, and the abuse I receive would stop. You know what? I've never liked bullies. I never really have. I've so few in number ever caused so much fuss before. Trudy Baker will keep trying to suck members of the public in. She needs donations. Don't forget, the poor woman has bills to pay, and of course food, and she'll need clothes. While she is busy doing all this, the real heroes of the greyhound world will carry on fighting for better welfare, better tracks, vet equipment, knocking down barriers to help promote this fantastic sport, fighting to help push it in the right direction. It is my opinion that Great Exploitations, Trudy Baker and Co are all frauds. You know, it's ridiculous. Playing on the heartstrings of the public to try and get donations. They should be ashamed of themselves. Attacking people because they love the sport. Attacking people because they love greyhound racing. And most important of all, they love greyhounds. So, stop grinding my gears. Go out and get a job. Stop trying to sponge off the public. And leave people alone. I'm Mr. Brian Leach. Work out what your name is and stick to it. You should be proud of your name. Not have to keep making up various aliases and trying to attack people. So that's what's been grinding my gears this week. Tune in to find out what's been bugging me next week. Advertise on Grind My Gears Greyhound Style. It could be your stud dog, your service or your products. Whatever it is, we will cater for your needs.